So now we're at the final stage, which is success. Success is the culmination of everything, the decisions, the commitment, all the hard work, everything you worked hard for. And now we at success. That's everything coming to fruition. Success is the accomplishment of your goal. However, success doesn't always mean that you have to be done. Success, let's use an example of, let's say you want a good job, want to be married and have 2 kids and a dog and a cat and a picket fence and all that type of stuff. So you get that. You settled into your home. You've reached that level of success. That don't mean you stop accomplishing things. At that point, you playing with house money because you already succeeded at what you wanted out of life. So now it's just about figuring out how to fine-tune things, or what's the next step. All right, your next step of success might be, and this is not to say that once you accomplish your goals, oh, now you got another task. That was just like once you got the house, you have the marriage, you have the kids. You want to raise your kids, so now you have a goal of the type of success you want your kids to have. You want to have a successful marriage. So the success part, you definitely 100% want to take the time to enjoy the fruits of your labor. You want to sit back, you might kick your feet up and just look around like, I did it. You know what I'm saying? But in the back of your mind, you also, when you want to enjoy it, you want to breathe it in, and you also just don't want to get complacent. You still want to make another level of success, but there's no way you can lose because you already accomplished everything you set out for in the beginning. So just think that second set of goals, that second decision on what you want to commit to, that's easy. Because you playing with house money, all you're doing is adding on. You're not losing anything. You're just adding on.
If Michael Jordan won one championship, we would have probably called him successful because he finally got over the hump of the Pistons. But in Michael Jordan's mind, to Michael Jordan, it was needed to be done more than one time, and it needed to be done more than 3 times. Tom Brady the same way. People that was great, Wayne Gretzky. When you're great at setting the goals and doing the small little things first, then you succeed. You don't eat the whole elephant at one time. You take a bite of it at a time. That's with anything. So you got to take your time. A constant drip will fill a bucket. One of my favorite people used to tell me all the time was, slow down. Everything don't happen at a fast rate. A constant drip will fill a bucket. So we can start from the ancients of Chinese, the Yellow Emperor, all the way down to Jack Ma. Jack Ma said one of the truest statements, and he said that if you put a group of monkeys in front of a pile of bananas and a pile of money, they'll always take the bananas. Why? Because monkeys aren't aware that the money could buy them more bananas. That's the difference between us and them. So understand that we're God's greatest creation. A lot of things that I say, you're going to hear me say them over and over. Because this is how habits are built. You didn't learn how to tie your shoe the first time. So you're not going to understand this shift in yourself that you need to make one video. You're not going to be able to take everything that we give you in one segment, just one time. You got to hear it over and over because repetition is key. When you hear it, you don't know what you don't know. Then you know that you don't know. Then you know that you know, and it becomes autopilot. These are 4 steps I just gave you.
And success, it becomes a habit. Like, you know, like when you succeed in something, just think about, if you have a goal, you go to the gym, so you want to tighten your abs up. Once you go there and you work hard in the gym and you get the abs where you want them to get at, do you then just leave the gym, start eating biscuits and chicken and stop working out? Nah. Or you might sit up and be like, all right, I got my abs right, let me get my chest right. Chest day, leg day, bicep day, tricep day, leg day. I said leg day. You got 2 legs, so you do leg days twice. I don't know. But anyway,
the muscles on your body.
But the point is that, you know, when you reach success, you might think like, oh, you know, I graduated from high school. Now they talk about college. I just finished high school. You know what I'm saying? You want to take the time to enjoy that accomplishment. But then once you start getting successful, once that habit is ingrained in you, like you said, once you hit that commitment, Jordan hit that first championship, it was like, I want that again. I want that feeling again. How can I recreate that feeling? Because that's the beauty of life. Like we can do it again. But in the midst of trying to do it again, and when you find that success, you might find a weakness or something you think that you're not great at, and you want to work on that weakness. And this is one of my favorite sayings to myself, is that while you're working on your weakness, don't forget about your strengths. Because sometimes you reach a level of success. We use sports analogies a lot because we sports heads. But how many times have we seen a team win a championship, then blow the whole team up and be like, all right, to make us better, we get rid of these integral pieces to our championship and replace them with, on paper, better players to recreate that feeling, and then they're not as successful because they reached the goal and they figure like, all right, our center was our weakness. Let's get a better center with better numbers. But in replacing their weakness, they forgot to maintain their strengths, I should say. So when you reach your level of success, and as you continue to build and as you continue to reach that next goal, you definitely want to improve upon your weaknesses, but don't forget while you're doing it to maintain your strengths. Don't forget to maintain the things that got you that hunger, that passion, the people that might have supported you along that way. Don't forget to maintain your strengths as you're working on your weaknesses.
And above all, we try to I think that's a
bad word.
When we mix it up. Mm-hmm. When we mix that, we need to balance everything out. No, be great. Ain't no such thing as being great and being bad. Be great. Pick or choose. You can't have both sides of the coin. Which one are you going to be? Which one are you going to take control and say, I'm going to be great or I'm going to be a failure? You might not say, the problem is, one of the problems is that we, in our conscious mind, we say all of these thoughts can run around. It's like they say, the Chinese refer to it as the sky being cloudy, with a whole bunch of thoughts running through your mind. And you could say, I want to be a millionaire, and then the next thought you can say, oh man, I might have to catch MTA to work for the next 10 years before I can reach my dream. Why do you want to be so positive, yet you want to be so negative? And
positivity and negative can't exist in the same space. They just can't exist in the same space. So while you thinking about your goal, don't think about the steps necessary to get there. Just take the step one at a time, take them day at a time, and then next thing you know, you halfway up before you even thought about it. Just don't think of it as so far away. You got to do this for 10 years, and just keep moving, man. Stay positive. We believe in you. You can do it, and that's it. We want to give a shout out, because we never do. A shout out to our cameraman, in the words of Morgan. So shout out to Earl for being our cameraman to help us with the editing phase and all of that. But that's it, man. We're going to call it a wrap.